Welcome to the shack. The shack, it started off as a blank canvas, so now's when the fun really begins. So this is what I call the build side of things. It is when your team of tradies come in and they work their magic and they do all the hard work for you. But it is up to you to tell them all the details, from what you're using on the facade to the wall materials, right down to the height of your taps. It is these details that will make the difference and bring a space together. So on the facade, we have the French entry doors, a cute little window to the side, the batten and board detail, brass wall lights, the gable roof. We're going to paint it all white with a little timber deck out the front. So as soon as you walk in, you've got the little kitchen at the rear. To the left, you've got the sofa bed, and then to the right, you've got the TV with a little reading nook in the corner. And then if you look up, you'll see the pitched roof with the exposed beams, and then it's all going to be painted white. So for the facade of the shack, we're using the CEMINTEL cladding sheets. It is the simplest way to clad a house. So what the boys have done is they've installed these cladding sheets on the timber frames, and then what they do is they use these timber battens over the joints. Then I've put the horizontal battens in. Actually, I haven't done it, the boys have. But by adding the different battens in, it just gives a bit more of a design flair. So basically with the cladding sheets, they're really quick to install, and that means it's really good for the budget. And with me only having 50K to finish this whole property, it was a big tick. So pre-reno of the shack, this space in summer was an absolute sweatbox, and in winter, like now, it was freezing cold. So when this space was built, not by us, there was no insulation in the walls. So one of the number one things we wanted to include was insulation. So you'll see here we've got the CSR Bradford Gold Bats. So basically what the boys do is they install the insulation into the cavity of the walls, and what that does, it acts as a barrier. So in winter, when you're trying to keep the heat in a room, it allows it to stay in the space, and in summer it's the opposite. So you don't want the heat to come in, so that's where the insulation comes into play. So by using insulation in the shack, it means that now we'll be able to use it all year round. So the plumber has roughed in here in the bathroom, and I know right now it's not the pretty side of things, but this is when all the details count. So here you'll see the in-wall component of the shower mixer from ABI. This is what your tradies need at the beginning of a job. So right now you think, yeah, who cares? And you want to see this installed, but this is all about, so this is basically their pipes run to here, and then it's all about your heights, knowing where it goes. And then when we get to the pretty side of things, right at the end, that's when you see your tap go on. So before the Gyprock gets installed on the walls tomorrow, I've come down to check the electrical rough-in, all the lights are in, the power points. Over here, I've sourced a split system aircon from Bingley. So for the wall materials and ceiling in the shack, I'm using Plasterboard. And when it comes to standard plasterboard, there's nothing better than Gyprock Plast. Now, let me get a bit techie on you. Basically, there's optimized core technology in their plasterboard, which just basically means it makes it lighter, so it's good for the tradies, and it's stronger. So the fact that I have 4 boys, and I'm pretty sure with me not being able to see this space from up in the main house, they'll be down here playing knee footy all the time, so I needed to make sure what is on the walls is going to be strong enough to withstand them. So we're pretty much at the end of the build side of things. I've even got my build clothes on, but as you can tell, they're not dirty, so I have not been doing the work myself. But the boys have got all the Gyprock plasterboard on the walls, the floorboards are down, all the fit outs being completed, and literally the pretty side of things will start this afternoon because the tilers are turning up. Right now, where the state of the shack is up to, if we just talk carpentry labour, so I'm not talking plumbers, electricians, any other trades and materials, this is pretty much $18,000 in cost. So I just think it gives you a really clear picture to understand what the labour costs are and what you get for it. So whilst I love the build side of things, I know that you want to see this space to start to look pretty. So stay tuned to see how this build site gets transformed into space that you want to be in.